left off. Figure retitle because things are functional again, but we're back with the Baja for words. This is partly inspired by the vehicle that I used to have. If you haven't seen it, go check out my truck, or my former truck. I don't have it anymore, but it's alright. If I ever get successful with this YouTube thing, that'll be one of the first things that I get back in my collection. Essentially, how I would get myself another Tacoma probably, or maybe even a Tundra for the 8-cylinder, and build it up very, very similar to what I have in that the blue Tacoma that I had. I would definitely be rocking that King Off-Road Racing suspension for sure. With my back, I appreciate a smooth ride, and that is the smoothest ride I have ever owned. And I've owned a Mitsubishi Pajero that had air ride. A little flip of a switch, you got your low, medium, and high. On the Pajero, as far as your suspension settings, it was pretty awesome, but even that didn't compare to King Off-Road Racing. So it's a testament to King Off-Road Racing quality. Not as quick to change the settings as the Pajero was, but I mean, that was quite an anomaly in terms of vehicles. It was a 92, and it had an air ride suspension sort of thing going on with the flip of a switch and stuff. I mean, that was technology I didn't think you'd find in a vehicle that age, but sure enough, there it was. But yeah, Baja for words. Got enough fuel to go for quite some time here. Although it keeps crying for fuel. That repeated reminder from that lady is getting on my nerves. It's alright, lady. We get it. Now you can shut up, please. It's a little rude on my part, but I mean, 400 hours of this, I'm getting a little tired of her voice. And I don't see an option to shut it off without wrecking all my other audio, so that's kind of a nuisance. Grab it. Gick word for alluring. Yep. Yep, if I ever started making money doing this, that would be one of the first things I would be on my projects to do. Would be rebuild myself a truck. And I'm not just gonna build no little tiny vehicle sort of thing. I'd want it souped right up. There's that chrono translator in the sea. Hmm. I like the coloring on that weapon. Unknown sector, okay. How we doing with the GEC here? Oh my gosh. Still need to earn like 52 words before the next level up. That's insane. Yeah. One thing though, why I won't own another vehicle like my truck until I'm actually like making a decent amount of money is just because of the cost of repairs. Every time something broke on my truck, it was like a $5,000 repair on average. Not every time, but I mean average repairs and stuff like that probably be about $5K a pop. What's inside this? I've never seen this before. Mordite? Really? Never seen those before. That's different. Yeah. And quite often, because when my truck would come into the shop and they see this nice truck coming in, I'm sure they're just like, oh, this guy's just baller, rich as fuck, driving a truck like that. And so they'd quite often end up with more problems than I came in with. Like my power steering would often get broken. Stuff like that. That was a problem that tended to happen. But it's also, I think, the fact that they just didn't know how to drive my truck, because I did have larger tires on it and it didn't have as tight of a turn radius and stuff, so I think some jackasses in the shop fucked up my stuff a few times, which really leaves me not wanting to deal with Toyota ever again, but who knows. I don't know if King Off-Road Racing makes parts for Fords. If they do, I would definitely be going with the Raptor over a Tundra. Just because it's kind of pre-built for what I would want to do with it. But I would rip that Fox Racing out, man. Fox don't got shit on King. Not to hack Fox, but I mean, Fox is definitely a good startup, but it just doesn't compare to the quality of a King Off-Road Racing suspension. I do think though it would be a cheaper alternative to King though, so that is one pro, but I mean, you get what you pay for. King Off-Road Racing is literally like a company that specializes more in like Baja racing products, so they definitely do a good job on what they do. If you've seen their side-by-side suspensions and stuff like that. Fox has ones as well, but yeah. Much props to King Off-Road Racing and All Pro, and I mean, if you go watch my video, you'll see a huge list of different companies that I definitely give props to that helped, and or not actually helped, but were involved in the complete project of my truck there. Which I would like to, yeah, I look forward to the day when I can do a project of my own, because that was somebody else's project truck that they bought new off the lot and put a lot of work into it, and then I was the second owner, which I put further work into it, but I used it more than I upgraded it, because I'm not a mechanic. I am a welder, machinist, sort of, as far as my background, but I'm not traded or ticketed, I mean, but I do have a decent amount of experience. I was in the RAP program, so I have some apprenticeship hours and stuff, but they probably have expired because I didn't act upon them because of my injuries. The joys. Joys of getting hurt before your grade 12 year, and how much plans will change. Life never goes as you plan it, that's for sure. You have the best laid out plans and then things will, yeah, you'll definitely get blindsided along the way. Roll with the punches and just keep going. Just keep walking. Just keep swimming. Just keep driving. Whatever it is you gotta keep doing, you keep doing it. So long as it's not hurting others. Seems like a decent philosophy. Wop. Man, I just need the dirt, like dirt 4, preferably. Engine in here as far as vehicles go, so I could have like the trophy trucks. Which the trophy trucks, those trophy trucks in that game are so similar to what I had as far as the setup and stuff. I mean, they definitely have a little bit more fine-tunement as far as adjustment to the tire angles and stuff like that, but the amount of control that I had in my vehicle was very similar. Which leaves me a very set vision of what I expect from my next vehicle. But of course, you can only do so much with your budget, live within your means, which I have done. That's why I no longer have a vehicle. Canadian law doesn't exactly favor me as a cannabis patient, so it was in my best interest just to say goodbye to my truck. I still have my driver's license. I don't drive anymore though. Too much of a risk to lose my license just for my painkillers. The joys. They made me choose between my pain relief or driving. I'm definitely choosing my pain relief. I'd rather be comfortable than mobile, I guess. Cause it's no fun being mobile in pain, and I'm not a clear mind for driving when you're in pain, man. It's not good. It's as good as being tired or drunk, pretty well being in high pain levels. It definitely is like a cloud. That's the way I would describe it. The cloud of pain will affect your mind. It's very cloudy for me today in that sense. I'm really sore. These depots are a lot of fun to destroy. I will say that. Wish there was a little bit more content with that level of visual awesomeness when you're blowing stuff up. Oh, attack of the hiccup. Hiccups kind of hurt. That's why I always be like saying attack of the hiccup and stuff, because I've cracked my ribs in the past and they didn't really heal properly, so I mean they healed, but my right side of my rib cage is like slightly smaller than the left because the ribs didn't heal outwards. So the joys of football. Being stubborn. It was a good season of cracked ribs. Grade 11 season. I cracked them the summer before at actually at a horse camp, of all places. It was like the second day of a week-long camp. I cracked my ribs. Spent the next 5 days riding with cracked ribs. Oh, just that. Oh, that moment. If you've cracked your ribs, you know what I'm talking about. That, oh, just trying to breathe and stuff. Oh, man. That was a long week. And then a couple weeks off, and then like within the first 2 weeks of back in high school and football, I re-cracked them, and then spent the season pretty sore. It definitely affected my gameplay. I should have just took the season off, but being determined with the nickname Tank, man, I had to stand my ground. It wasn't required of me by any means, but you know, just that pride in what I do, coming strong. There's water on this planet? Whoa. I mean, I should have known that. I've seen these things in the water before, but it was kind of like an aha moment. I forgot. Definitely caught up in some random conversation today, though. Just mumbling away, reminiscing old injuries and stuff like that. It's been quiet, though, so... And I've turned the music down because I had my fill. Deflector. Yeah. Tank, but for my team, like my actual school team or whatever, I ended up getting defensive back 2 years in a row, which was a big part of my pride with coming back and holding the defensive line and stuff like that like I did. I was back-to-back years of defensive back. Just, that's an award from my own school. That wasn't like a... It wasn't recognized by the league. I wasn't that good, but my own team recognized it in that sense. And I made 3, I think, but I got hurt before my grade 12 year, which is a little... It's a little tough for me, but... Still alive, still walking. So I gotta be thankful for that. Yeah. It was very fortunate for me for my grade 12 year that I had been so busy in my grade 11 year. I was actually, I only needed English. My grade 12 English, that was all I needed for my grade 12 year. Because I'd already done my, I'd already completed my math and all those sort of courses and stuff in my grade 11 year. I was very busy. It was worth it though. It paid off because then I only needed to finish my English class. I mean, I did a lot more classes than just English in grade 12, but the only one that actually mattered was English, so just good. Because I was not my usual keener self with all the recovery going on and stuff like that. Dealing with painkillers and all that. Pain management, ugh, that's something a person will never understand until they actually experience it. I mean, a person can, of course, like, I mean, you can learn from stories and stuff like that, but until you actually know firsthand, like, it's really, really tough to comment on it. Of course, everyone's going to have their own opinion, but I'm going to have a lot more respect for your opinion if you've been through something firsthand. If that makes sense. Like, I'm going to take the word of an injured person as far as recovery methods versus a completely healthy person saying, oh yeah, you just gotta do this. Sure, bud. Like, by all means. Oops. Yeah. I've always learned the most from my fellow injured people, as far as the best tips I've ever gotten, as far as pain management and stuff like that, were from fellow injured. Which is unfortunate that we have to be injured to learn that, but I mean, they're the best teachers. It's one of those cases where it's better to learn from somebody else's mistakes, though, which is what I would recommend, obviously, if you can, as far as that sort of knowledge, which of course is available. You can learn from other case examples, but first-hand experience will give you a better appreciation of what a person's going through. Oh man. Oh, just need this freaking soreness to stop. It would be so nice. If there was like some magical drug or whatever just to fix all this pain, man, believe me, you could sign me up twice. That's why I have little fear of death. Not that I'm pursuing it, but at the same time I would not fear it at the same time, because pain-free, in a simple short word answer. Hopefully people don't go misinterpreting that. I'm always willing to try and clarify, for the most part, what I'm mumbling about when it comes to that stuff. Any questions, please comment. If you have your own story to share, I'm interested in hearing. You never know what a person might learn from your experience, myself or others that might watch later and stuff. Like, yeah. Here we go. I knew I could make it up there. Brings me back to my hill climb days. Fun game. I want to say like PS2 hill climb 1 and 2. Definitely helped me improve my uphill skills. Embracing my inner billy goat. That's what I call it, like when I don't know if you ever scaled the mountain in Skyrim. I'd call it billy goating my way up there, you know, just trying to hop your way up through the different areas that will actually let you climb further, navigating the maze of the climb to the top. Another outpost. Have I been here before? No, I have not. I wonder if there's anything good gun-wise here. Highly doubt it. Very, 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 very highly doubt it. Unstable, it's something absorber, A-class, yeah. A-class pistol, which is about as good as a C-class alien. And not even as good as a C-class alien, to be honest. Pistols are kind of useless. The mining benefits are not enough to actually make it a damage-effective weapon. I mean, it does do work, does do damage, but it's not like, ooh, look at this, you gotta have one. It's like, ooh, ick. More like, don't even look at that. Kind of like shuttles. They make the ick list. Same with Colossus, man. I'm so not happy with the Colossus. What's the point of an armored vehicle if it doesn't actually protect your shields? It has been improved, supposedly, but not enough to keep me happy, that's for sure. I don't like it. I want more. More weapon damage. Another thing, man, I really need to see a change to the plasma launcher that makes it so that my grenades aren't just blasting right through the head of the walkers. That is a absolute visual what the fuck moment, because it's passing, at least, maybe I'm wrong, you know, that's always something there. There's, you know, I could always be wrong, but when I'm seeing what I see on my screen, my grenade passes right through the freaking top part of that thing, and it's like, visually this should connect and blow up, but the game has other plans. Minor criticisms, just more like points of improvement that I would address if I was a developer or some sort of informant and helping them know what to fix. That'd be some of the first few things that I would be like, hey. And my freaking quest for my base archives, like, what the hell? Did I scan it? Yeah, definitely. I also would really appreciate a camera shake feature where I can turn that down. Because it's super annoying when you're building and the ground is shaking. Look at all of them. Holy smokes. Pump the brakes. There's so many of these big ones. Holy smokes. Imagine them stampeding. My goodness. Ooh, there's even more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Wow. I don't think I've ever seen so many of those before in one place. I think I counted wrong even. 4, 3, 8. Yeah. 9, there's one more off in the distance. 10, 11. Holy smokes. Yeah, wow, that's actually a lot. You found the herd. Try not to upset them. Man, somebody's gonna have to come pick all the cactus out of my grill at the end of this cruise. Excusez-moi. Ah, attack of the hiccups. Attack of the hiccups. Find out later it's like a little mini heart attack or something wild like that, and that'd be interesting. Some overthinking brought to you by shouldn't be though. I don't have any known heart problems, but doesn't mean it hasn't developed over time and stuff with serious accident and stuff. I can't help but wonder what kind of effect that had on my systems, because of like all the increased blood pressure and stuff like that. Like I had broken blood vessels all the way up my right side to my shoulder. And that was how intense the damage was when I was ran over. I should have documented it a lot better photos and stuff. I only have like maybe 2-3 photos left on an old phone with a real low quality camera. Oops. Some poor animal got run over. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to do it. Oh, you little... It's like a manufacturing facility. My question is, can I use my laser here to get in there on my exocraft? Where's the door? Yo, for real, where's the door? Oh, there it is. Nope. That's a visual glitch that bugs me. What do we got here? Let's drop a save pad or run over to the save pad, because I don't like saving anywhere near these facilities because of really negative experiences. Orbital docking. Start with the first option. Fail. Slightly distracted from my Baja ride for words, but pulling a recipe out, hopefully. After 11, yeah, I got maybe a half an hour left here. I think, maybe not. We'll see. Depends on when I can get a ride to town. Because I'm sure as hell not walking. Not carrying groceries that freaking far. It's about 3.5 hours one way. And I am not making a 7-hour round trip walking for food, I tell you that. I'll go hungry before I do that again. I have made the trip to town and back like that last summer on foot, and it was quite the experience. I definitely spent like the next 3 days in bed, roughly, going, why did I do this to myself? I never got the supplies to build the B3. Craft. Can make a V2. What do we need for a V3? Emerald. Yeah, not happening. Check my messages. Make sure I'm ready to meet whoever's giving me a ride, if at all, today. No reply. Okay. Quite the overlook. Stupid camera though. I don't like how the camera won't let you look down. Whoa. What the hell is that thing? What the hell is it? Sentinel Quad. Really? Oh, my stomach. Oh, no. Oh man, what the hell's going on here? Yeah. The joys of long-term painkiller use. Fucking game falling through the map repeatedly and stuff here. What the hell? And this has really just not been a good day as far as gameplay goes. Now after losing track of my destination, falling out of the map. So disorientating on where I am. Man. I had my bearings and where I was trying to go, but... Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Man, this is just so disappointing right now. If a person knew how much I used to drive, you'd understand what it means to me. Kind of person you could call any time of day, man, just about. As long as I wasn't sleeping, I would come and get you. Come pull you out, or whatever. There'd be times when I'd go driving when it's probably the least recommended time to go out and stuff like that, you know, in the middle of a blizzard, and that would be the time I'd go out. Go cruising and see if somebody needed help. There's been times in the past, though, where it's paid off. It's just those hunches. Sometimes it's like, I'm just gonna go drive down here, and sometimes it's paid off. Like the one day me and my dad were out fishing and stuff, and we're coming back, and we decided to spin off to another stop off, and we were there. It was just the ice was just coming off the lake and stuff like that, and some kids had gone swimming, and this poor girl was hypothermic, just about dying out there, man. If not for that gut feeling of let's go out for a drive over here, she would have died. So that's sort of approach is something that's kind of stuck with me, and why I used to go driving in some of the most random hours. It's just that chance of somebody might need help. I'm cool like that though, where I like to help people. It's not always the best thing though, cause yeah. Is this a facility? Let me see if this is a damageable door. Yes it is, okay. Yep. Yeah, it's just one of the one of the examples, more relevant examples of going out somewhere and crossing paths with somebody that needed help. Right place, right time. You won't be there if you don't go, so that's why I'm not afraid to go for those random cruises. I think I need to save and reload though. I keep falling out of the frickin' ground here. Oh, what the hell, game? Really, what the hell, game? Fuck. $233. Bah, what the hell? I guess we're getting cut off by the game right now. This is just how today's going, I guess, guys. For fuck's sakes.